Young generation will be imbued with patriotism by the Bangabandhu Military Museum, said Prime Minister. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has invited BNP in a continuous dialogue to form the EC. 4 people, including a woman and a child, died in a road accident in Kumilla. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mytv News. You were watching the headlines, now the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the state-of-the-art Bangabandhu Military Museum would inspire the young generation to join the armed forces to protect the country's independence and sovereignty. Young generation will be encouraged being imbued with the patriotism by Bangabandhu Military Museum and to join the armed forces, army, navy and air forces to defend the country's independence and sovereignty, she said. The Premier came up with the statements while inaugurating the museum virtually from her official Ganubhavan residence here. Sheikh Hasina said the museum would be a milestone initiative for the country's armed forces through which the youths would know about the armed forces' contribution to the independence alongside the real history of the Great Liberation War. It would also be a place of inspiration for the armed forces personnel who have been working in various peacekeeping missions abroad to maintain the global peace, she mentioned. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said that the government wants to stay in power by using the police as it does not tolerate dissent. He made the remarks while visiting a hospital in the capital. Meanwhile, the BNP Secretary General said the government would be toppled through a united movement of the people. Mirza Fakhrul said people no longer want this government in power. He said they have rejected the ruling government. Everyone demands that national elections be held under a non-partisan and neutral government. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has invited Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP in a continuous dialogue to form the Election Commission. The invitation letter was delivered to the party's central office at Noyapolton in the capital. Senior Joint Secretary General of the party Ruhul Kabir Rizvi accepted the invitation. According to a letter sent to BNP from the President's office, the President has invited the BNP to take part in the dialogue on Wednesday, January 12. On the same day at 4 p.m., the President is keen to have a dialogue with the BNP delegation at Bangabhavan. Broke out at a multi-story commercial building in the Bangla motor area of Dhaka on Thursday morning has been brought under control. The fire originated on the 11th floor of Rahat Tower around 11:04 a.m. On information, 11 firefighting units rushed to the spot and brought the blaze under control around 12:30 p.m. confirmed Rosina Akhtar, duty officer at the control room of the Fire Service and Civil Defense. The fire service is believed to have started the fire through air conditioning. However, no casualties were reported. Four people, including a woman and a child, died in a head-on collision between a bus and an auto rickshaw in Kumilla on Thursday. The crash was reported around 7:30 a.m. from Kaliachao in district's Laksham Upazila, said police. 2 people died on the spot, while 2 others, a woman and a child, were declared dead at the hospital, said Sub-Inspector Jashimuddin of Laksham Highway Police Outpost. The bodies have been kept at Laksham Outpost, said the police officer, before adding the relatives have been notified. A case has been registered against a trawler sinking in Dhaleshwari River in Narayonganj. 3 people, including the driver master of the launch, have been arrested. BIWTA has registered a case against 3 persons at Fotullah Model Police Station. The MV Farhan 6 launch has been seized. Meanwhile, rescue operations are underway on the Dhaleshwari River for the 2nd day in a row in search of the missing. Drivers from the Fire Service, Navy, Coast Guard and BIWTA took part. None of the 10 missing people has been rescued yet. The senior station officer of the Fire Service said that there was a problem in conducting the operation as there was a lot of fog in the river. We're about to the end. The headlines once again. Young generation will be imbued with patriotism by Bangabandhu Military Museum, said Prime Minister. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid has invited BNP in a continuous dialogue to form the EC. Four people, including a woman and a child, died in a road accident in Kumilla. 12 people, including 8 children, were killed in a fire in Philadelphia. And Australia cancels top tennis player Novak Djokovic's visa. That's all for now. Thanks for watching Mytv News. Our next bulletin will be at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. Stay tuned.